Lance Schilling. I'm the owner of Body Shop. I'm here with Willians. He's the Body Shop posing coach for men's physique, classic bodybuilding, and bodybuilding. And what were some of the reasons that you got into being a posing coach of all things?
Actually, it kind of just happened one day. I had done a couple of shows and had some buddies that wanted to compete that had never been on the stage, and they was asking me, to work with them and show them some poses. So I kind of took a liking to it, and I actually had an eye for it, from the experience that I gained from being on stage and being judged and receiving critique from the judges. So I kind of knew the feedback that they were looking for, and I was able to give them constructive criticism, something that they could learn from and build from. And it worked, and over time, I was like, I like this stuff. And then to see these guys that you work with go up on stage and actually place,
right,
because of the work that you've invested in and the time that you've invested in them, it was kind of rewarding. It was almost like I went up there and won, because I'm watching my routine that I showed this guy, and he went up there and he nailed it. And I saw so many people get separated, just based on presentation.
Right.
Like, this guy had a killer physique, but he didn't know how to present it.
Right.
Versus this guy that had a little bit of both, but his presentation pushed him over the edge to where the judges was like, I didn't like nothing that he brought. He got a killer physique, but he needs to go work on some posing. This guy got potential.
Right.
He can tighten up a little bit here, but his posing was on point. That's what they look for.
So, whenever I first got into the sport, it was when men's physique was brand new.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very lucky that I had my first posing coach is an Olympian now.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew how to go on there. I knew how to hit some poses early on. I think a lot of people don't realize that help is available to them.
Yeah,
that you can actually hire a posing coach that will work with you. I think we were talking earlier about how they hit some YouTube videos.
Yeah,
try to do Jeremy Buendia.
Yeah. They pretty much search for the popular names in physique, and I call it cutting corners.
So why is it cutting a corner?
Because you're cheating yourself. You don't think so at the beginning, because in your mind you're saving money, because you've spent money over here, with your diet, with posing trunks, tan, registration fees. So why go and pay money for a posing coach? But that's more important than this. Right here. The registration and everything. Yeah, that's cool. Get all that stuff taken care of, but this is what's gonna get you the reward over here.
Right.
So don't cut corners right there. It's very important. Like, if you have a coach that's passionate about it, like, I could easily, give you a routine that I just gave the next person and charge you X amount of dollars. I don't believe in that. I look at you, I do a full assessment of your physique, tell you hit basic poses, front and back poses, and I pick out the qualities that I see in your physique, and then I build your routine from there. So each routine that I give to someone is strictly designed for them. It's built for them, the move, the turns, the head turn, looks, everything. Your job from that point on is to practice it and bring your own personality out of what I give you is what I call the foundation. You get the basics, your transitions, and then over time, as you keep practicing and practicing, it becomes muscle memory. Now you don't have to focus so much on your transition. Now you can loosen up, look away, smile, smirk, because most guys, they get up on stage and they're trying to get off stage. They work for 12 weeks to rush off stage when they only give you 10 seconds, if that. It don't make sense. If you're gonna do it, it's too late to be scared once you get on the stage. You train too hard. Let all them nerves go. It's a human characteristic to get nervous naturally. But other than that, you gotta just block that out and know that you got your stuff together. Your presentation is on point, your physique, everything. You gotta go up there with that confidence. Halftime, you're not gonna see half these people that's at the shows anymore, so why not leave it all out there so you don't have any regrets once you're done?
Now, as a pro, you've done pro shows, you've been on the pro stage, you've placed in pro shows. Mm-hmm. Would you say that the guys who are up there, they're placing, they're winning, that they spend an hour a week on posing? 2 hours a week. What for your person out there that's wanting to do this? How many hours a week would you recommend somebody spending on their posing? And should they start 4 weeks out, 6 weeks out?
Man, you should pose. I would, even for me, and I have my routine down. I'm always in the restroom posing, whether it's bodybuilding posing, just to get blood in the muscle, or just practicing different looks. You know, giving yourself options. Because I may give you something, and then you go home and practice it, and figure out you like this angle better right here. You know, and that's your look. But that only comes with practice. So I would say, in a week's time,
How many sessions with you?
that pretty much depends on a person's ability to catch on to the basics. Okay? Footwork, transition. I always start from the ground up. So if they're struggling with the basic, just footwork transitioning from left to right, you know, it varies. Sometimes normally the packages I offer, I do 3 sessions a week, and I'll do like a total of 12. You know, and I normally tell guys like four weeks out, and if we hitting it every 3 times a week, there's no way you're not gonna get it.
So we're going to be having posing clinics up here to help people get ready for the Ronnie, help in all the shows, the
All the
Steve,
shows,
Nationals,
you name it, we own it.
We're going to be doing it. So it'll starting out. We're going to be doing Saturdays from 9 to 10. Be looking for our flyer we're going to be putting out. It's going to be great for all you guys that are on a budget, or if you just want to come and be with a group of people, see how other people pose, be in the environment of all the other competitors. This is going to be a great class for you. And I appreciate you coming in, man.
Absolutely, man. Looking forward to it, guys. Like I said, just like to piggyback off what Lance was saying, it'd be a great environment to come around and see other competitors, actually get a feel for what it's going to be like to have a mock physique competition where you're lining up next to other competitors and we go through the whole comparison rounds front to back, and then I may have y'all run through individual routines. It just depends, and then after that we can break off and we can start working on individual sessions. So it would be very beneficial for you to be in this building on Saturdays, if not this upcoming one, the next one. We're gonna offer them quite a bit, so I'm gonna be available and look forward
And
to
you're doing
working.
private posing sessions as well.
Also private posing,
Right.
but come to the class first, and then if you decide that's something you want to do as far as the private, we can discuss that as well. But I will be available. Hurry, because it's gonna fill up, I guarantee you.
It'll
I'm
feel
hot,
great.
baby.